On today's video, we're going to talk about 10 top tips that will keep you productive. And it starts right now. OMG, I'm so glad you're back. So, I am super thrilled to come back to you today to bring you 10 top tips that you can use all throughout the year, right? These are hands down 10 great productivity tips that you can use. Um, just keep yourself, doing what you need to do. Okay. Look, if you don't already know me, my name is Michelle Lawrence. I am your friendly neighborhood brand ambassador. I'm here to help you stand in your own spotlight so that you can make your mark on the world. OMG. So super thrilled that you're here today. We got to talk about all kinds of really good stuff. I've got 10 tips I want to share with you. And not only that, um, I have a major tip that I'm going to share with you at the end. Okay. So, seeing as we're talking about tips, do me a favor. If you want the 10 tips that I'm going to go over today, go ahead and drop the word tip in the chat right now. And I will reach out to you in Messenger so I can make sure you have the list. Anyways, speaking of tips, once again, let's talk about let's talk about what are some of your tips? Do you have any tips that you use that make you more productive? Really, if you have tips that you use that make you more productive, definitely share it with us here. I'm really interested in dialogue and conversation. And so, you know what? It'll be really great to our community if you can share those tips with us so that we can then now, kind of put them in action. Okay. So, anyways, look, let's go ahead and start. Oh, I almost forgot. Remember, I said I was going to share a bonus tip with you? Yes. In order to get the bonus tip, you got to stick around to the end. Okay. Oh my God. All right. So let's just go ahead and jump right into it. So, of course, as I was saying, um, we're going to talk about 10 top tips for productivity. And, usually my clients are independent professionals who, you know, pretty much not on the rat race thing, the 9 to 5 rat race, but, it's something really good for you to kind of, sink your teeth into. All right. So let's go ahead and get started. Our first tip of our top 10 would be to keep social networking to a minimum. OMG, this is a big one, okay? This is a big one. I'm gonna need you to put the pin in this one right here because, ooh, do I have something special for you. So, look, if you like to watch or, do stuff on social media, you know, it's like a big, like, rabbit hole, right? I am like, I'm a little OCD, I'm a little ADD, right? It is a big rabbit hole. You can go in there, and then next thing you know, the next time you come up for air, it's like 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and you're like, what the hell happened, right? So, anyways, that's one thing that you really should like, limit yourself, right? So set limits. So how about first thing in the morning, maybe lunchtime, and then maybe before you go to bed? Keep your work hours for work, right? And really limit the amount of time you spend on social media. All right, let's go to tip number 2. Tip number 2, oh, maintain a clean office. Ooh, yeah, that's a good one. There's a reason why there's a green screen back there. Look, guys, we preaching to the choir here, okay? We preach it to the choir here, okay? I need to do this. This is one of the things I need to do. I'm better at it. I'm sort of like, it's true confessions. I'm a little bit of a hoarder. I like to keep stuff, but you know what? I started throwing things out and it felt so good. So let's go back to our tip. Our tip would be to maintain a clean office space. So when you're coming to work, you really need to work. So here's a little thing that you can do. You can, before you leave your office in the evening, take a few minutes to clear away the clutter. If you clear away the clutter, it'll really help you, because a cluttered mind don't do nothing, okay? A cluttered mind don't do nothing. So clear your mind and then get to work. All right. Tip number 3. my goodness, this one is a good one. Okay, this one's a good one. Define your visiting hours, right? So let's say you work from home, right? If you work from home, right, and your family's there and they're like, oh, yeah, she's just in there and they want to come and bother you all the time, that's not good. It's not conducive for work, right? So what you need to do is have defined times, sort of put on a do not disturb situation in your house, right? So if you have your office area, do a do not disturb thingy in your office area. I got a fun thing that I do here at my office. I have a home office on the main floor of my house. And when I'm in the studio, usually I'm on camera or something like that, or I'm working with my computer or something. And so this is a little something that I do. Ha! Look, here it is. I have this little sign right here, right? It says on air. I blinged it out and everything, right? I totally blinged it out and everything. But I have it here. It says on air. So basically, don't bother me, okay? Just don't. Tip number 4. Let's go to tip number 4. Oh my God, girl. This right here. Okay, let's talk about this. Let's unpack this one. Let's unpack this one. Okay. There was a reason why I put the picture of a squirrel on there. Anybody who knows me, you can be like, squirrel, I got the worst squirrel syndrome you've ever had, right? So look, this is what we're gonna do starting right now so we could be more productive, okay? We're gonna do away with the squirrel syndrome, clear all of your distractions. Just like when you put the do not disturb thingy on your door, like I do with this right here, okay? Turn on do not disturb. Like, turn it on your phone, turn it on your computer so that you can work, right? I mean, it only makes sense, right? Just a little bit. So it'll really, really help you to like kind of clear out those distractions. You know what those distractions are. Okay. So, try to work on minimizing that. Okay. Oh my gosh. This is so good. Okay. The next thing we're going to talk about here is tip number 5. Now this one is near and dear to my heart. Okay. Make your health a priority. This one is near and dear to my heart. Now, if those of you who don't know me, I'm a nurse by trade. I have been a nurse for the last 21 years. And, it's a thing, with nurses that we take care of everybody and then we don't take care of ourselves, right? Well, what you need to do is take care of yourself, okay? So I'm gonna do this analogy here, right? So check this out. Look, when you're on a plane and they say, look, if the oxygen mask goes off, put the oxygen mask on your face, right? Put the oxygen mask on your own face, okay? Maintain a healthy lifestyle, because guess what? If you ain't healthy, you can't help nobody, okay? That's my bonus tip. That's one of my bonus tips. If you ain't healthy, you can't help nobody, okay? So maintain a healthy lifestyle. Okay, next, what are we talking about here? Oh my God, I love this. This is so me. Work in spurts. Okay, so as independent professionals, sometimes you might find it best to kind of work in spurts, meaning set like 15 to 45 minute chunks of time where you don't take any bathroom breaks, no phone calls, no time wasting, no web surfing, anything like that. Just do it in spurts. And so this way you can kind of like, get something done. It just feels so good when you're like, oh yeah, my task that I have to do in this next like hour is to do XYZ. And then at the end of that hour, check it off to say, yes, I did it, right? So you can work in spurts. Okay. The next one you're going to love too. Okay. So here's the next one. The next one is take regular breaks, right? It only makes sense, right? So if you're going to work in spurts, you got to take regular breaks, right? So after you do this, then take a break. This is one of my newest favorite things to do right now, drinking LaCroix. Oh my God, I love these. They have them at Big Lots here in Atlanta where I live, and you can get a whole case for like $5. It's so really great. I just love these. I just have a case and just crack them open and just drink. Have a good time. But anyway, but take breaks. If you like a coffee break, then do that. I like water. Okay. So working on the healthy thing. All right. So next we're gonna talk about, this is a good one. Work according to your own schedule. Now, what does that mean? It means if you're a morning person, work in the morning, okay? If you're a night person, work at night. You're an independent professional. You set your own hours. You're not on the hamster wheel anymore, right? So you set your own hours and work according to your schedule. One of the things I'm going to share, another tip for me, right? One of the things I learned in my 21-year career as a nurse is that I work best at night. Like my brain, all the neurons, everything, I don't know, it's just set up to work at night. I was a night shift nurse for like 15 years. Loved it. Try to get me to do something early in the morning or show up anywhere early in the morning, and it's a challenge, like a challenge. But, I do it because I have to, right? But if you know that that's the best time for you, work when it's your best time, right? It only makes sense. Like when I was in college, finishing up my degree, I went back and I'm like, okay, I can do all of my work at night because I'm just like, the juices are flowing, everything is good. I'm like, yeah, so you do you, boo. Do you. Okay, let's get back to this list. All right, so next. Ooh, this one's a good one. Create a comfortable work environment or a comfortable work area. This is so important. So important. Now, in the picture right there that you see, this person is in bed. Okay. Here's another one of my crazy tips. Okay. Make sure that your environment is comfortable, that it's conducive for work, because if it's not, you won't be doing a whole lot of work and you'll be distracted, right? But if it's too comfortable, aka in bed, some people like to work in bed. I don't. Me personally, when I go to bed, like within 5 minutes, my head hits the pillow, I'm out like a light because I don't do anything else in bed other than what you're supposed to do in bed, sleep and other stuff. Okay. So that's the only thing that I do in bed. I don't watch TV in bed. I don't do any of that stuff in bed because, why? Because when it's time to sleep, it's time to sleep. Shut your brain down, go to sleep. But back to the point at hand. The point at hand is to make sure that your work environment is comfortable, because you don't want to be in a situation where after getting through, doing something that you're supposed to do, that you're hurting, or, it's just not very comfortable, or, you're distracted. Make sure that, it's conducive for work. Okay. Next. Oh my goodness. Now this one is going to be our last tip. I love this tip. Oh my God. Visualize your reward. What? This is amazing. Yes. Visualize your reward. How will it feel to have accomplished whatever it is that you had set out to do that day? Think about that, right? How will it feel? Can you see it? Now, money is a big motivator for a lot of people, right? Can you see the money in your paycheck? On your paycheck? Can you see the money in your bank account when you completed the task that you were supposed to complete, right? So visualize the reward, right? And keep it there as the proverbial carrot, just dangling right in front of you so that you will keep going to finish the task at hand. Right? OMG. OMG. I'm so super thrilled that we have gotten to the end of the list. Now, are there any other tips that you would want to add to that? If you do, go ahead and drop it in the chat right now. OMG, I'm so excited to hear from you guys. So remember I said that I had a bonus tip for the end, like bonus tip for the end. You want that bonus? Here you go. Okay, this tip is so super magical, girl. Okay, my business coach gave me this tip, and it was like, what? Like really, like so amazeballs. So anyways, without further ado, we're gonna have to go to the computer for this one. Okay, so let's head on over to the computer for this one. Okay, so you could see just what I'm talking about. Okay, this one is called, oh my goodness, seriously, now my internet want to be all slow and stuff. Here it comes. Alrighty, here we go. Let's head on over. So this tip is super cool, man. I'm just gonna move me from this corner and put me over here. Okay, this tip is called the newsfeed eradicator. Oh my gosh, do you see this right here? This right here has been a lifesaver for me. Okay, remember I told you I was a little bit OCD, a little bit ADD, just a little bit. Squirrel, I got squirrel syndrome like nobody's business. Social media is a trap for me, right? And I know this about myself, so I needed to eradicate it. So look, if you click on this link, you can go to, just Google it, okay? Just Google it. Go to Newsfeed Eradicator right now. Well, after the show, don't do it right this second, but go after the show, go to Newsfeed Eradicator, right? Click on this link right here, okay? It'll take you to this, right? And here it is. Oh my God, no, reload the page. Let's just close it. Okay, it'll take you to this, right? And this is it's a Chrome tab extension, right? And so you can see here, you'll get like really nice quotes and all this other stuff, all this great stuff right here. And so you can, if you're using Chrome, you can do the one for Chrome. There's one for Safari. There's one for Foxfire. If you use that, let me show you what it looks like on your Facebook page. Okay. Oop, let me close that out. So this is what it looks like on your Facebook page, right? So when you go to your home screen, right up here, you don't see all that stuff, right? Now, if you look on your phone, you'll definitely see it. But when you're here in your office ready to work, the last thing you want to do is see all that stuff, right? You don't want to get sucked down a hole. And so this is what Newsfeed Eradicator does. It takes it away. You don't have a newsfeed. If you want to know what's going on, you physically have to go search for it. Okay. And that's pretty cool because, you know, anybody got time. Okay. Anybody got time. So this is one of the best things that I use to, like, you know, help me stay focused when I am working, because OMG, it is so easy to get sucked down a rabbit hole and end up watching cat videos or whatever is in the feed that just is distracting as all get out. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed those 10 tips that I shared with you. And then, oh yeah, don't forget, if you want a copy of these tips, I have a PDF that I can send you. So all you got to do is type the word tip in the chat right now. And then also, you know, give us some of your tips. What are some of your tips that you use to help you be more productive? I would really love to chat with you. So, you know, we're looking forward to talking after the show. But anyways, OMG, you guys would love that Newsfeed Eradicator. Let me just tell you, hands down, it is a lifesaver. It was a lifesaver for me. Anyways, I'm so excited that you came to watch and, you know, support a sister. Okay. I'm so excited that you're here. Thank you so very much. My name once again is Michelle Lawrence. I am your friendly neighborhood brand ambassador, where I help you stand out so that you could go make your mark in the world. See you next time. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.